Hello and welcome to Barre. This is a mixture of ballet, Pilates and other fitness elements, and it's going to work best today if you are in socks or in bare feet. And today we will be using whatever we have for a bar, so back of a chair, edge of a table, the wall, the mantelpiece. Ideally something around waist height, but a little lower will work just fine. And we'll be using one small hand weight, so it doesn't have to be an official hand weight. It can be a tin from your kitchen cupboard or anything that is easy to grip. It will be passed from one hand to another, so you only need one of them. Pop that to one side, pop your bar to one side as well. We're going to be starting in the centre with just a little bit of movement to warm up, getting ourselves into our theme of length and strength. So let's begin. We will start with the feet planted underneath us. We will take a reach for the sky. Just think oozy, reachy, stretching up towards the ceiling. And then letting that melt away. Letting it come down again, whatever happens through the arms, through the spine, having a little wiggle around. Then we'll make it a little more structured. Reaching up, circling the wrists, bringing the arms back down again, staying long through the spine. Taking the arms up again, reaching away, and then circling the hands back the other way to come down. We're going to take it into a little pad through the feet. As we're padding through the feet, we're also going to roll back through the shoulders, so two things going on, coordinating however best works for you. Just thinking about the sole of the foot peeling away from the floor, knees tracking parallel forwards. We're going to roll the shoulders back the other way, keeping them nice and smooth, so spongy through the feet, smooth through the shoulders. We'll take it into some elbow rolls. Go two back and two forward. Then we're going to start into some reaches up for the sky. We'll take the right arm first. It's going to reach high. Really thinking about that length down the side of the body, opening up to the ceiling. Take it to the side, opening out through the chest. Long arms all the way to the fingertips as you reach away. We're going to take it down towards the floor. A little bit of a side bend. Only go as low as you feel comfortable to do at this point. And then take it forwards. Bit of rotation through the spine. Deepening the breathing into the sides and back of the lungs. We're going to take it up again. Just 4 reaches to the ceiling. 4 reaches out to the sides of the room. 4 reaches down towards the floor. See if we can get a little bit lower this time. 4 reaches forwards. We'll go on 2s. So we've got 2 to the sky, 2 to the side, 2 down, 2 forward. We'll take that one more time. Reach it up and side and down and forwards, and then we're just going to turn that into a little swing instead. Just taking a really gentle low swing. It can maybe come up to around shoulder height. And then take it down again. Really smooth, closing the feet in underneath you. Just take a little look over one shoulder and over the other. And then we will be bringing ourselves to our bar, or bringing our bar to us, depending on what we've got. Coming into position where we have the feet together to begin. We will place the hands onto the bar, lengthening the spine tall, lifting through the top of the head. We're going to rotate on the heel and open it out through the ball of the foot. So we're just doing that little tiny shift, toes barely coming away from the floor. We're thinking about that rotation coming right from the top of the leg, wrapping around. The same way our TVA is wrapping around our waist, creating strength to hold the spine up in its neutral S-shaped curve, lengthening upwards. We're going to leave the balls of the feet open. We're going to shift through the heels. Little shift in and out. Little shift. And then we're going to leave the heels out. We're going to shift again through the ball of the foot. And then we're going to leave that into a second. If you feel your second is a little small, just adjust slightly, a little bit wider, maybe heels to the outside of the hips. And we're going to take a plie exercise that starts just with a plie on its own, going down and up, thinking sit bones, lowering in space and lifting in space, lifting and lengthening up through the legs. So it's about the long thighs, lifting through the kneecap as we come back up. Smooth that breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. TVA wrapping, pelvic floor muscle between the sit bones, gently lifting, especially on those exhales. We're going to add in a little bounce. So it comes down for 2 and stretch. Down for 2. We're going to add on a little noodle leg. So after this next one, we're going to be noodling the leg across to the side. Noodle the leg. So we're down in the middle. We noodle the leg. So we're just coming in and out with rotation, with the foot off the floor, trying to keep the pelvis nice and square towards the bar. We're going to add in again an extension through the leg. So just take this last one over to this side, come back. So we're going to take our double bounce again. Bounce, noodle leg, extend for 2, for 3, come across. Down for 2, across for 2, extend, 2, 3, across. So a little slower on the extension, really thinking about lifting tall over the leg and then transferring the weight to the center. Reaching away. Smooth across, length, return. All the time, glutes engaging to keep that turn out on both legs. And that extending leg does not have to be high at all. It's actually thinking long and low. And it's as important to think about the extension on the grounded side, pressing away into the floor. One more either side to finish up. Reach away. To come back, last one. We just come back to the middle. Take a nice deep plie, keeping the heels down into the floor and keeping the legs long as we come back up. Let's go down again. And we're thinking spine just nice and lengthened. One more. So as we are reaching down through the sit bones, knees staying open over the center of the foot, lengthening away. We're going to walk the toes and the heels back in to a little first position. We're going to be taking a glissé exercise. I call it glissé. We're actually just going to take the flexed foot instead. We're going to take the crossing motion that we would take from glissé from fifth to fifth. And we're thinking about that real inside thigh squeeze. We're going to go for 5 and then transfer the weight across. It's a little something like this. So you've got 5 little squeezes. We told you to change. 5 little squeezes, and then we told you to change across. So think point to the side, transfer to 2 feet. That's very important. Nose over sternum in the middle of the 2 feet to then transfer to 1. Let's give it a go. So we've got crossing front and back 5 times to point to transfer point. Crossing front and back. And if like me, you've got a very small section of bar, you might find you've only got one hand on it at a time, and the other hand can just come to the waist. Really gently switching across, trying not to grip the bar, but using it just for a little bit of balance assistance. You might not need it at all. You might be absolutely fine without, just transferring across. We'll go once more like this to either side. And then we'll take a couple that come from the back. So we're thinking closing back first, then front, then back, then transfer across. Thinking about that underneath foot, that grounded foot, staying lifted through the instep. So we're not rolling into the ankle, but we're staying lifted. We're going to turn it into a different version. So it's going to be just 3. And then we're going to take a little heel lift in the center, lower, and transfer across. Come with me. Front, back, front to point, change, lift, down, across. So just 3, front, back, front to change, add a little heel raise. Nothing else changes. The transfer in essence is the same, getting from one side to the other. Let's take it from the back. So back, front, back, across, and we lift. Heel, 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 toe, down, heel. One more either way, from the back. Long, strong legs. Last time. Heel, raise, transfer. Come back to the center. Take a little rise on those 2 feet. Heels lifting to a comfortable height. Could be down here, absolutely fine. Could be up here. releasing down. Close the feet in. Come back to a first position. We'll take a little side bend, a little bit of body movement, getting mobile again through the torso. We'll take a side bend first. Side bend up and over. Take it away. Same on the other side. If it's more comfortable to do that on a plie, that's absolutely fine. We're going to come around the side. We're going to curve it up and over the bar. Take it forwards. Switch hands. Come to the side on the other side. Lift away. Take it back again. So we've got side bend. Open away. Side bend again. Reaching up and over. Really think lateral flexion, so the nose still looking forwards. It's going to come up and over. It's going to curve over the bar. And I would take a plie there to switch hands to lengthen on the other side and open away. Let's take the same thing just a little bit faster through the side bend. So we've got over and away. Over and away. Keep thinking lifted. Lengthen through the torso. And away. Take it back again. Switching hands onto the bar. One more time. Curve forwards. Over and around. Shift the feet into parallel. Take a little extension through the spine. A lift upwards. And an opening at the top of the chest. To curve back. Step away from the bar. Take a little stretch out through the arms, through the shoulders. We'll turn it into a cat stretch. So we're lifting through the spine, curving the back. And then tortoise, coming out of the shell, lengthening through the top of the back. Bringing forwards and slightly up. Curve it back again, heels sinking down as we roll the spine up. And then lengthening away, opening through the chest. We're going to be coming back into our bar. We're going to be picking up our hand weight very shortly. Oh yeah, we're serious. The serious music. So we're going to take an exercise for fondue. Fondue, a melting action, melting through two legs, but only standing on one. So we'll just take the hand to the waist for a second. The outside foot, the furthest foot from the bar, is going to come to the ankle with a little fondue, think plie, but fondue, on the supporting leg, and then both legs will extend away together. So it's all about that timing of the lengthening, that lengthening in tandem together. We're going to do 4 to the front, 4 to the front, and 4 to the side. We're going to take 4 to the back. Make sure that you don't tip through the pelvis there. Keep lifted on 2 sides, and then 4 again to the front. That's the side. 4 front, 4 side, 4 back, 4 side. After that, we will dig the foot across, and we'll take a little side bend there just to stretch out before we turn around and do it on the other side. But you get to do it with your hand weight. So holding onto your hand weight, we will be moving through positions such as first position away in front of the belly button. That's going to be first to second as we're doing the fondues to the front. We're going to be going second to fifth, there we go, as we go to the side. We're going to go from second back to first when we go to the back, and then we're again going to go second to fifth when we take it to the side. So if my arm is disappearing off the screen there, second to fifth. Fifth, above the head, but try not to take it back behind you, slightly in front. You should be able to see your upper arm out the corner of your eye. Front, side, back and side, 4 times to each one, and then taking it over into our side bend. But we get our lovely friend, the hand weight, to come along with us. So first to second, second to fifth, second back to first when you're at the back, second to fifth, repeat for that side bend. If you want to get rid of the hand weight, you can, but if you're happy to keep it there, it will add a little bit into the stretch in the side of the body, but also the control of that lengthening, strengthening to bring you back again. Great, let's give it a go. So taking up that hand weight, taking it out to the side of you, we're going to bring the foot into the ankle and then forward. So it's going to come ankle and forward. We've got 4. Try not to take that weight too far out to the side. It's going to stay there and then come up to fifth. And we're lengthening on that supporting side as well. We're going to take it back to second, to take it front as the leg goes back. A lot of coordination going on at the same time. It's going to come back to the side, so it goes side to fifth, side to fifth. Trying to rest that hand that's on the bar and not grip like I was. Take it across. Take a little side bend and opening away. We'll take it around to the other side. So switching hands. Coming over to the other side, exactly the same rules apply again. Rolling out through the shoulders. Have a little bit of space between you and the bar because we're going to be shifting onto that one supporting foot. Take the arm out to second. Here we go. We've got a little fondue and out. Fondue and out. Leave it second so you can take it up to fifth as the foot goes out. It comes back to second so that it can transfer to the front as the leg is reaching behind you. Length through the arm, through the leg. Take it back to fifth. Opening away. This is going to close down across. Take it up and over. Long through the side of the body. Reaching the leg. Coming back around. If you've got it in you, let's do it one more time. If you want to take the leg a little higher, you could. So we come front, away, front, away. Still long on two sides of the body all the time. Leave the arm to second and lengthen it to fifth. Thinking toes reaching away. Take the arm out and then front. Again, it can be slightly higher if you have space. And if it feels okay, back up to fifth. Reaching away, long levers. Leg goes as high as you can support. Take it across. Little side bend. Open away, come back around. Here we go, second side. I'm going to skip it back just a little. Here we go, second side. Arm at the ready. We've got in to out. In to out. And again, that leg can be slightly higher than last time if it feels okay to do so. Sorry, leave the arm second. And it doesn't matter if that foot is closing just in front or just behind the calf. Take it to the back, reach away. Foot in line with the sit bone, with the shoulder to the back. Here we go, last time to the side. We're reaching up. Support it through the shoulder socket. Take the leg down. Take the arm across. Side bend. Reaching up and away. Coming back around. Taking that weight down. Come back in. Let's take a little rise balance again. We're going to go on 2 feet, but from our first position, legs a little closer. Take the arms away. See if they can come up to a fifth. Lengthening away with no hand weights now. Woo! A little overbalance from me. Think glutes and TVA to assist you. Taking the arms down and away. Slowly lowering down with control through the heels. Releasing, good stuff. We're going to take that leg into a series again, a developing series. So again, we're working with shorter levers to unfold and then longer levers for a little lift and lower. So we're going to développé and away. Développé is like an unfolding action. So we're going to draw up the inside leg and away. It makes contact. It doesn't just lift and place. So it strokes up the supporting leg to come away. Try and maintain that turn out to the front. It drops down, it lifts up. It drops down, it lifts up. It drops down and it closes. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back into first again for 8. We will take that same action to the side. Then we're going to take it, I'm going to move the bar slightly. Then we're going to take it so that it comes forward and carries to the side. So it's going to come up to the front. We're going to carry that leg around to the side. When we say side, it is slightly still forward. We're going to rotate in the hip socket to take it back behind us. It can come a little lower, that's fine. We've got 2 taps there. Think glute squeezing to lengthen the leg away to take it onto the second side. For now, let's place the hand on the waist. For the second round, we might add in some arms, but let's see how we go without. So we've got an unfold. It comes up to the front, touch down. It's just the tip of the toes touching down to the floor. No weight into that foot as it comes down. So everything is lengthened away from you, reaching away through the toes. It's going to come forward and carry side to the front. 2 counts to carry it to the side. 4 counts just to turn on the ball of the foot, swiveling through the heel. You've got touch down and reach away. Squeezing through the glute, touch down, one more time, close. We take it to the other side, same thing again. You've got unfold to the front. We tap to lengthen, we tap to lengthen, replace. Come back, take it to the side, away. We tap to lengthen. Just a little tap bring it back to the front again. Unfold to the front. To carry to the side. We're rotating, turning the hips, turning the pelvis around to face the bar. Dropping the toes, reach away. Dropping the toes, reach away. Close down, come back around. We're going to take that one more time. Let's add in an arm, add in Total Barre. So we have positions, we have first position, we have second position, we have fifth position. Something that explores those. Don't feel you've got to get too involved with the arm. It's fine to take it out to the side and leave it there. You're still having to work to lift the upper arm. So try not to get too wafty with it. Place it somewhere that feels comfortable, whether it's front, whether it's side, whether it's fifth, and try not to move too much. Let's take that again. No, not you, on the previous one. So lengthening weight, I'm going to take the arm out to second first of all. I'm probably just going to leave it there for a while. So I'm going to take the foot to the front, away, little tap, away. Trying not to move through the pelvis, trying to stay long. We'll take it to the side. Take it down, away. Now if your arms start to get a little achy, you could close the arm and leg together to take them out again. Take the leg to the side, rotate. Take two hands around to the bar. If you wanted, you could lengthen the opposite arm away. Reaching away, so we're staying long on that supporting side. Here we come around to our second side. Again, we lift to lengthen, to tap. Check in with that arm to the side. If it is lifted, think of it lifted from the upper arm. So you've got opening away. It wants to stay lifted here, not dropping down. Take it down. We're going to take it to the front again. Open, away, carry side. Rotating, little shifts, turning the pelvis around. Again, if you wanted, you could lengthen the opposite arm away. Take it down to close. In fact, let's close into the bar. Let's take a little cat stretch again for a second, stepping back. Little curve through the spine. And reaching away. We're going to take one hand away from the bar, place it onto our bent thighs. Swim the other arm up. Rotating through the spine, still lifting through the belly button. Switch sides, reach away. And bring it back around. And bring it back around. And taking that away from the bar, we're going to come down into the floor for a little bit of core work. We are going to take a one-leg circle and some scissors from the Pilates repertoire. So coming down, have a little lay down into the floor. So we find ourselves with our long neutral spine. We're going to be taking one leg into the air. This leg in the air could be bent, could be extended, could be somewhere in between, whatever feels good for you, through the hamstring, through the back of the leg. The other one's going to be either grounded with the foot on the floor and the knee looking to the sky, or lengthened away. You could take a flex foot or a pointed foot. Lots of options here. I'm going to go for two pointed feet. I'm going to lengthen my leg because I'm quite happy in a neutral pelvis there. And I'm going to work towards lengthening my top leg if it's available in my hamstring today. We'll place the hands down either side of us. This leg is going to go for a little circle. It comes across the body and down towards the other foot. It comes around the outside and back to where you started. I'm actually going to shift a little bit across the floor. So I'm going to kick the chair. Here we go. So we've got inhaling for the first half of the circle, exhaling for the second half. And we're trying to keep two hip bones looking straight up towards the sky. So it's almost a little plank action through the torso. We don't want the pubic bone to lift, so try not to bring the leg too close. Think about a 90-degree angle above you. Let's take the same leg back the other way. So we're going to inhale and open it away. Exhale across the body and back. 3 more circles this way as well. Lengthening all the way to the tips of the toes. Trying to leave the head and the chest open into the floor. 1 more. Opening away, reaching down towards the other foot. Across the body and back. Replace that foot into the floor. Change over. However you were addressing the exercise on that side is how we will approach the second side as well. So if the knee was bent going around, absolutely fine, keep it bent. It's about the stability through the pelvis. And you really feel the work into the sides of the body and your obliques through the torso. So taking your second leg wherever is comfortable. Let's cross it over first of all. We inhale across the body and down. We exhale around the outside and back, and I'm going to shift again on the floor. Here we go, inhaling across, half the circle. Exhaling, yes, we're making it, and across. 2 more circles this way. We're thinking about resting down into the floor. Long neutral spine, 2 hip bones to the sky. Take that leg back the other way. And really use the breath. We are wrapping the TBA. We don't want to lock down in the ribs. So the abdominal muscles are doing the stabilizing work so that the breathing can continue. And then we're going to release that leg down. Take a little moment, bring the legs in. Have a little release here. A little rock side to side is always welcome. We're going to take it into the scissors exercise from Pilates. We'll start with a sort of mid-level version. We'll add progressions if they are appropriate to your body today. And we'll find ourselves into our imprinted spine now. So a little mini contraction between ribs and hips as opposed to our neutral. So we find 1 leg, 2 legs into their tabletop position. Let's take a little toe tap first of all. I would inhale and exhale. And then we're going to change that up just a little bit so that they switch. So they switch across. So the legs constantly moving, pelvis having to continually stabilize, trying to stay still. So the spine is not affected by the movement of the legs. And you might be keeping that going. You might be taking a little break and then coming back in again with another set of those. Or you might be finding again your imprint tabletop, but unfolding through the legs. And you might be taking a larger range, a scissor with a long levered leg. So switching apart, switching apart. And you might be doing that as well with a flexion through the top of the body. So nodding through the chin, flexing up the head with the shoulder blades. And we can add a little reach, reach further. Reach further. Let's go 3 more on either leg. Try and keep both legs parallel. Think about the glute muscle squeezing of the leg reaching away from you. In particular, hip flexors drawing that top leg towards you. Hands are sort of just there for a little bit of guidance. Last one, either side. Return the legs to parallel, return the head and shoulders to the floor. Again, have a little release here. Let's take one heel flexed and place it onto the opposite thigh. Take that shape towards you. A little supine figure 4 stretch. Breathing into the side and back of the ribs. Filling the lungs. Let's switch sides. Little flex foot again. I'm watching a spider walk around my ceiling. He started over here and he's done a little circuit all the way around. Clever little fellow. Let's bring ourselves up to a seated position. We'll take a simple side bend. So sitting, however, is comfortable to you. Take just a gentle reach across and up and away again. Same thing to the other side. We'll go once more either way. Reaching up and over, lengthening away, coming into your final side. Oh, I know it's going to stop, that's why. And it'll go into the warm-up of the next one. And coming away again. Lifting ourselves over our sit bones, so finding length through the spine, strength through the supporting muscles. Let's bring ourselves to standing. Come around through a quadruped position, tucking the toes under. Shift it back until you can come into a crunch. Dropping the heels down, curving through the spine as we unroll to standing, lengthening back up again. Just finding a moment to be planted over the feet, toes dropping down into the floor, lengthening up the front and back of the leg. Wide breath in, smooth breath away. And we are done there. Thank you very much.